Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. And since 1969, we have been teaching the truth according to the Bible. And that truth is that blacks, Hispanics, and natives are the 12 tribes of Israel, man. And tonight is the law class, man. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all used to seeing me in the brotherhood class, but I had to slide in here with y'all one time on this law class, man, and talk about the law, you understand, and give a little bit of breakdown on what the law is, man. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all missing Officer La Gun, which bring it heavy every Wednesday night, man. But he'll be back in the game with y'all next week, man. You know what I'm saying? So I see Troop Mariah in the building here with me, man. Shalom, Troop. How you doing, bro?
Well, I everything tomorrow, sir.
God. Yeah, man, we're going to go and break it down, man. We're going to get up in this thing, man. We're going to say Shalom, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shab Rakatham to all the brothers. And say Yahweh Shemar Elathan Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shab to all the sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see y'all in here, man. Make sure y'all check in. Put your name in the comments if you're watching. You know what I'm saying? If you got any questions you want to ask, anything you want to bring out, feel free to do so in the comment section, man. You know, True Morale, you know, you got any questions, anything, man, feel free to ask them. Raise your hands like you know how you get down. Like, we're gonna keep doing it like that. Shalom, y'all shop Officer Thumbing Yum in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, let's go and get into it, man. You know, the crazy thing about how America operates and how the Christian church operates is they think that they got all the answers. The Christian church thinks that they have all the answers. They can give you every answer, you know what I'm saying, all your questions. And then when you come to them with a question, they are unable to answer it. Now, that's different from how the I.S.U.P.K operates, right? Now, when you come to the I.S.U.P.K, you got a Bible question. We'll give you a Bible answer and give it to you straight out the book. There has not been a time where I've heard General Muhammad being asked a question and he's not able to answer it. Right. You understand what I'm saying? But your Christian church is unable to answer these questions. So we're going to ask a question to the Christian church tonight. Is the old law really done away with? And can I still eat my catfish? Can I still eat my catfish under the law? And can I eat my pork? Can I get my shrimp scampi from Red Lobster before they shut down? You understand? Because you heard they shut down. I heard they shut down a couple Red Lobsters in Alabama. So are you going to get your shrimp scampi before they shut down all these restaurants? That's the question we answering tonight. Is eating catfish a sin? So let's start out in the beginning, Trooper. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 11, verse 1. We're going to start at verse 1. All right. We're going to start at Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 1. And we're going to start at the beginning and show the brothers and sisters out here that's watching what thus says the law, and what thus says the Lord. Oh, God. All right, hold on. Let me bear with me 1 second. I'm going to try to get over there with you. Also, what you doing, son? All right. Salagia. Boom. All right, let's go. You got that Leviticus chapter 11, Salagia. Okay. All right, let's bring that out.
Okay, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
All right, now this is what the Lord is saying right here, right? The Lord is saying right here, this is the Lord. Verse 1, what True Mirage just read to you, is that the Lord spake unto Moses. And he said, speaking to the children of Israel, that you should eat these beasts. Now that right there is heavy in itself. Why? Because the Lord is saying these things. And that the Lord, just like Malachi chapter 3 says what? That I am the Lord, I change not. So why would the Lord tell you right here, these are the animals you're supposed to eat, and then change a couple thousand years later to say that you can now eat these animals. When the Lord say he don't change. That's number one. Right?
Right.
Hey, yo, man, Zion, good to see you in here. Y'all about to stop. Let's go. Let's keep reading on that Bible shot.
Verse 3. Whatsoever parted the hoof and is cloven footed and chew the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat.
Right. Now you think about a cow. He is cloven footed. He is cloven footed. He parted the hoof and he chews the cud. You see them cows standing in the fields, man. You see they keep chewing all day long. That is what chewing the cud is, right? You understand? Keep going.
Verse 4. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divided the hoof.
Divide the hoof, right? Keep going.
As the camel, because he chewed the cud, but divideth not the hoof. He is unclean unto you.
Right. So that camel, even though he does chew the cud, but because he divided not the hoof, he is unclean to you, man. So even though you may go to these exquisite restaurants and see how they are serving up this camel, that's unclean to you, man. You can't eat that. You understand? You can't eat that camel. Go ahead, Trumora.
So like, I just want to get a little understanding on divided the hoof.
So what is divided the hoof? I got you. Hold on, bear with me 1 second. Let me see if I can pull up a picture real quick. So bear with me 1 second. I'm gonna try to show you what we talking about right here. Because you look at a cow's foot, right? Boom, boom, boom. All right, here we go. This would be the best thing to do right here. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all bear with me. Bear with me. Here we go. Now, you see my screen now?
Come.
All right. So this is what you would call a divided hoof, right? You see how that hoof is split right there? It's split right here. I don't know if you can see very well, but it's split right there. That hoof is split. That's divided the hoof, all right? That hoof is his foot. That's what he's standing on. And see how it's divided, split in two, or you know what I'm saying? You see this little so like, let me make this one a little bit bigger. You can see right here, this giraffe has a divided hoof. You understand? Now, if that giraffe has a divided hoof and he cheweth the cud, that means that he is clean. But if he does not divide the hoof, right, like what you see right here, and he's not cloven footed, you can't eat it. So like, and he doesn't chew the cud, you can't eat it. Does that make sense? You understand what I'm saying?
Come, sir.
All right, no sweat. All right, let's keep going on that. So that's divided the hoof, right? So, and then what is about chewing the cud? You understand what we're talking about there?
Yeah, I think, Salaki, if I'm mistaken, I think because like you said, they chewing off grass, herbs and stuff out there.
They chewing on it, right? But what a cow does, I don't know if you know this or not, but a cow got like, what, 3 or 4 stomachs. You know what I'm saying? So while he's eating, it's going to go through one section of his stomach. And then it comes back up. And he chews on that. What they call that is the cud. He chews on that cud. And then he swallows it down again. And it filters through that second or third stomach and it come back up. And he chews on it again. So he's chewing all day long because it's going through his system and coming back up. And going back down in the system and coming back up. And it's just filtering out all that food. And he's chewing on that all day. You know what I'm saying? So that's the cud that we're talking about. Like, boom, 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 boom. I share my screen one more time, and this is what you see this cow doing. That's what the chewing the cud is. Boom, boom. Bear with me 1 second. So you see this cow right here, what he's chewing all day long, right? How he's just chewing,
right?
Even though he's trying to make it funny, but like he's chewing. That's what cows do. They continue to chew that food, even though it goes down. They haven't eaten anything else. but they just chewing and chewing. They're chewing that cud. All right.
Oh,
And, all right. Boom, boom, boom. Let me do one more definition real quick. So what is cud? Cud is defined as partly digested food returned from the first stomach of ruminants to the mouth for further chewing, right? So like I said, that cow got multiple stomachs. So it goes down into that stomach and they come back and they continue to chew on it. You know what I mean? So that's chewing the cud. All right. All right. Let's keep going on that Bible shot.
Come on. Verse 5. And the coney, because he chewed the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you.
Right. The coney, if you look at a picture of a coney, that's like a rabbit. It's similar to a rabbit. It's like a European rabbit. They still out here right now, but that's unclean to you. You can't eat it, all right? But they're over in Europe, so you don't really see them in America. Keep going.
Verse 6. And the hare, because he chewed the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean unto you.
Right. You can't eat them hares, man. Y'all want that rabbit stew, you can't eat that rabbit stew. That rabbit stew is no good for you because it's unclean. You know what I'm saying? I remember growing up, Trooper, like we used to have rabbit every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? Just because that was the thing to do, you know what I'm saying? Not realizing that we wasn't doing what the Lord told us to do, man. I remember we used to look forward to that rabbit, you know what I mean? But you can't eat it. It's unlawful.
It's a lock. I used to get tricked into eating it, saying it was something else, you know.
Right.
Then they tell you, that was rabbit when you actually after you done ate it, you know.
Right. That's right. They trick you in it. They're right, man. Because that's how they had to get you. Because off the rip, you ain't just gonna eat no rabbit. You know what I'm saying? That Bugs Bunny. What I'm eating Bugs Bunny for, man? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't have that. So, you know what I mean? That's how they had to trick you, man. I remember, man, living in Mississippi, man. We used to eat possum. It's like not possum, but what was it? Not possum, raccoon. It was a raccoon we used to eat, man. We had, man, that stuff was ridiculous, man. Look, man, being with Jake in the country, man, we gonna eat all kind of things, and you never knowing what it is and if you can eat it, if it's lawful or not, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I said, take this and go sit down. All right. Oh, I see what's going on. Try it again, all right? So yeah, man, like I said, man, being with Jake in the country, man, we eating all kind of stuff, man. Never realizing that the Lord didn't want us to eat that, man. Why? Because you think the Christian church says that you can eat whatever you want to eat now. All you got to do, what they say, Trooper? What they say all you got to do to make it clean now. You can eat that pork, it's clean. What they say, Trooper?
Pray over it.
You got to pray over it, man. You know what I'm saying? They say praying over it, you good to go, man. You know what I'm saying? They say all you got to do is pray over it, and that catfish is good. That rib is good. That swine is good. All you had to do is pray over it, man. What your prayers gonna do, man, when the Lord is telling you praying over it like you got the power to sanctify it, like you got the power to go against the Lord. We were talking about rank and order last night. You have no rank over the Most High God. When he tells you not to eat that pork, your prayers ain't gonna work because he said don't eat it, man. You know what I'm saying? So they already know. So by them saying, I'm gonna pray over it, they already know you ain't supposed to eat it. They already know they ain't supposed to eat it. But they say I'm gonna pray over it. They make it better. Now, if the Lord didn't make it better, what make you think you gonna make it better? If the Lord didn't make it clean, what make you think you gonna make it clean? That's so crazy to me, man. That's wild to me, man. That we used to do that, man, and say I'm gonna pray over it, and it's all good now. Ridiculous, man. Let's see. Where you at on verse? What verse you on now?
Verse 7.
Yeah, we got to hit verse 7.
Okay, this is verse 7. And the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
And the pig. God, dog, keep going.
Though he divided the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he chew not the cud. He is unclean to you.
So even though that pig has a divided hoof, even though he is cloven footed, but he does not chew the cud. and therefore he is unclean to you. So all that bacon and sausage and baby back ribs you've been wanting to eat, and pork ears, and damn, don't even let me talk about the chitlins. You love them chitlins. Y'all love them chitlins, man. You want to have them chitlins every year, man. But what's the problem with them chitlins? So like, I don't know why I'm looking dark like that. But yeah, man, but you want to eat them chitlins so much for Thanksgiving and Christmas and all these different holidays wanting to serve chitlins, man. Them chitlins, first of all, stink. They ain't no good. Why you trying to eat them chitlins, man? The Lord been trying to tell you all this time that them chitlins is not for you. But you want to force the issue. You want to force the issue and say the chitlins is good, man. The Bible says these chitlins are unclean, man. And you cannot have them, man. All right? Let's keep going. We're gonna get down to verse 12 and we're gonna drop this.
Come on. Verse 8. Of the flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch.
Right.
They are unclean to you.
You ain't even supposed to touch their dead bodies, man. You ain't even supposed to touch their dead body. They are unclean to you. You can't eat the flesh nor touch the dead body. That's how serious the Lord takes it. You don't even need to be nowhere near around it. You understand? You can't even be nowhere near around it. Because he said the carcass you shall not touch. All right? Keep going about the shot.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever have fins and scales in the water, in the sea, and in the river, them shall ye eat.
Right, that's right. So you got to have, if you want a fish, it has to have what? What does it have to have, True? If you want to eat some fish, what does that fish have to have?
Fins and scales.
Fins and scales. That's it. Your fish has to have fins and scales, man. So what does your catfish not have? What does your catfish not have? As a matter of fact, True Morale, I'm gonna ask you, man. What does the catfish not have?
Fins.
Oh, he got fins.
So like the scales.
Yeah, he ain't got no scales. Look, I'm gonna pull up a picture of you. Pull up a picture of him real quick, so folks will stop believing the hype that you can eat whatever you want to eat, man. Here we go. This one going right here. Boom, boom, boom. What's it? Share.
Smooth.
All right. What's that now?
I said it's smooth.
It's smooth, man. You know what I'm saying? That's smooth skin on that fish, man. He got fins. You know what I'm saying? You see all these good fins he got on him, but he don't have his scales. You understand? And those fins, that catfish does not have skins. He is smooth bodied, man. You know what I mean? He is smooth bodied. What else? Let me pull up your shrimp that you want to eat all the time. The shrimp. What he don't have? Neither one of them. He ain't got fins or scales, and you want to eat them. You understand? Y'all see it? Y'all see the shrimp, man? He ain't got fins or scales. Let me make it a little bit bigger so like he got a hard outer shell and some legs. And if I could, True Mariah, you look at that shrimp right there, man. That shrimp don't even look tasty.
It's like
that shrimp don't even look like it's something. They don't even look like something you want to eat, man. And this is just what the shrimp look like, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't even doctoring these images up. This is just what a shrimp looks like. What makes you say, look at that, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna boil it. I'm gonna saute it. I'm gonna eat that. Man, ain't no way in hell. So like, there's no way I want to eat that shrimp, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I was in the world, I used to eat the shrimp, but never did I ever look at the shrimp like this. And never I look at the shrimp in the scriptures and say, okay, the scriptures say I can't eat it because it don't have fins or scales. You understand?
So like it.
Go ahead.
It seems like, when the Lord bring it out and speaks on it, it seems like you can see it for what it really is, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? It look like a show enough roach or some creeping and crawling, as if it was some creeping and crawling on the earth. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
right.
some old bug or something.
That's right. That's right. And you said it right, man. It looked just like a roach. That's what it look like, man. That don't look like no fish. That looks like something that you would step on if it was around you. You know what I'm saying? That's something you're going to step on if you see it in the house right there. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? But look what we do. Y'all want to saute it and put it in some lemon butter sauce and eat it. Like that make it better. Chill out. Let's see. I got another one for you. We can do this all night because I know this is what y'all want to eat, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to eat these things. Y'all like them crab boils, right? Y'all want to eat. Y'all want to go in these crab boils and have these king crabs and whatnot, right? Them snow crab. What is that snow crab missing? Fins and scales. So he is unlawful for you. You can't eat that, even though he may be in the sea. Go ahead.
Yeah, that would look like a spider.
Right. God. That looks just like a spider, man. Like that's definitely something you was not supposed to be messing with right there. Man, you look at that, that don't look like nothing you supposed to be eating, man. Like an alien, man. But what you do, you dress it up. You cook it and try to make it where it's good. And now you force it on yourself. But I remember the first time I ever had some crab, man. When I was in the world, of course, I don't eat it now. But the first time I had some crab, I tasted it. It just wasn't for me because it was so much work trying to get it out of that shell. And when you got it done and got it out of the shell, it was just that little piece of meat, man. What I'm doing all that work for that little piece of meat? You know what I'm saying? No did it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, man.
Right.
Let's see. I'm doing one more. I know y'all about understanding what I'm talking about. I'm making it clear. But here we go. Y'all know what this is. This is what they eat in them quote unquote fancy restaurants right here. This is what they eat in them fancy restaurants.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
And that one like a snail.
Right. That's right. That's exactly what it is, man. That's exactly what it is. You looking like what the meat on the inside of it is, man. Man, you ain't supposed to eat that, man. What is that? I ain't trying to eat no snail, man. I don't eat no escargot, man. That ain't for us, man. But y'all get the point, man. This is what the law tells us that we are not supposed to eat, man. You know what I'm saying? Read verse 10, Baba Kushah.
Okay. And all that have not fins and scales in the sea and in the rivers, of all that move in the water, and of any living thing which is in the water, they shall be an abomination to you.
They shall be an abomination to you, man. If that don't have fins and scales, it's an abomination to you, man. So you need to make sure whatever you eating, you confirm. If you eating fish, confirm that it has fins and scales before you eat it. Confirm that it's of the Lord and that you are able to eat it. Because if you don't, it's an abomination unto you. You understand? Whatsoever, verse 12 says, whatsoever hath no fins or no scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination to you. In 3 verses, they've said an abomination 4 times. In 3 verses, it says an abomination 4 times, from verse 10 to 12.
Right.
But you think you can pray over it and make it better? Nah, that ain't how it's gonna go. But I like it. But it's good. I was listening to Cash Money earlier today. They were talking about Ziggy. Remember when old Ziggy used to be on there giving the drops on the big time CDs? I don't know if you might be a little bit younger than that, young for that. True.
You said Salakia Ziggy.
Yeah, you remember Ziggy used to talk about come on he used to do them drops in the skits and whatnot. He was talking about, but I like it. How they were liking to do different stuff, how they were liking to do that brown and do the dope and whatnot. He said, but I like it. But even though you like it, you can't have it. That's all I'm trying to say. Even though you might like oysters and crab, you got to defeat that demon. Because that's a demon that's keeping you from keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. All right. Let's drop that. Let's go to Romans chapter 6. Let's go to Romans chapter 6. Because they want to say that Paul said the law is done away with. We ain't got to keep the law no more. Christ came and did away with the law. But I just broke it down to you last night that Christ did not do away with the law. Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17 breaks it down saying that Christ did not come to destroy the law. He came to fulfill it. He came to keep it and to do it. You understand? If I'm at Publix and I'm fulfilling a DoorDash order, or if I'm fulfilling my customer's DoorDash order at Disney, it's like at Dairy Queen or something like that, that don't mean I get to keep the food. I still got to deliver the food that they've asked. I just fulfilled their order and got the order. And now I'm bringing it to my customer. What Christ did is he kept the law and he did the law. And he did exactly what the Most High told him. You understand? So that law is not done away with. And we're going to break it down to you right here. I wanted to stay with Paul because Paul is the one y'all want to quote all the time. But this is what Paul said. Read that verse 1, Baba Kushab.
One time, just book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound?
Right. What shall we say then? Shall we continue sinning so that grace may abound just because we are under grace? Shall we continue to sin? Is that what we should do? Nah, we shouldn't do that. Read the next verse, Baba Kushab.
Verse 2, God forbid.
He says, God forbid, man. He says, God forbid. We should not do that. You understand? We should not continue in sin. God forbid we continue in sin. That sin is done with, man. Keep going.
How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein?
Yeah, right. How are we that are dead to sin live any longer therein, man? We don't sin anymore. We don't transgress the law anymore. We're dead to that transgression. That transgression, just, man, we always talk about how the Bible speaks in slang. When he said we are dead to sin, man, that's when somebody say that's dead, what that mean? That's over with. We ain't even a part of that no more. We own to something else. We are on to keeping the law. We done with not keeping the law. We are dead to sin. All right. Let's get down to verse 15 and read that Bible shot.
Okay. Verse 15. What then shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid.
We still supposed to keep the law, man. We still supposed to keep the law because we are not sinners anymore. We don't continue in our sin. We fixed that. We don't eat the pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Even though I came up eating pork almost damn near every day, I don't eat it anymore because the Lord has told me that that's a sin, and I don't do it. You understand? I don't eat them. I don't eat ham hocks and baby back ribs. If I got some, so like I know what the problem is. If I got some collard greens, man, and somebody cooking some collard greens, but they got some ham hocks in them, I'm not eating that. I don't care who it is. Let it be my mama saying she want me to eat them greens. I'm not finna eat them. It's over with. I put turkey neck in there. We can do some turkey neck, and it damn near be good too. You understand? So there's many different options for you to not eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You just got to commit yourself to doing that. And commit yourself to saying, I'm not going to be a disgusting bastard. But what Paul is saying here is that we still have to keep the law. Let's go to the next chapter and start at verse 1.
Verse 7. Know ye, chapter 7. Chapter 7. Know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law.
This is what Paul said. Now listen to what Paul says. He says, know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law. Now he's speaking specifically to them that know the law, right? These folks know the law. What does they say to those that understand the law? What does he say to them about that law? Keep reading.
That know the law. How that the law have dominion over a man as long as he lives.
The law has dominion over you, man, as long as you live. No matter what you say. This is what Paul's words, right? Paul wrote Romans, right? This is what Paul is saying, that no matter what you do, if you are an Israelite, a so-called black, Hispanic, or native, this law has dominion over you. This law has power over you. And until you start to say, all right, I'm going to keep these laws, you're going to continue to suffer high blood pressure, cholesterol, heart disease, diabetes. All these things suffer because what we eat. You're going to continue to suffer those things until you get right with the Lord. Because this law has power over you. This law is, man, like, again, it goes back to what we were talking about last night, Truth. How we talk about rank and order. This law outranks you, man. This law outranks all of us.
Right.
So no matter what you do to pray about it, you cannot make that catfish clean. Eating catfish is still a sin. You understand? Eating that catfish is still a sin. Let's go to 1 John chapter 2, and this gonna be the last precept. You got anything you want to say, Truth? Anything to bring out?
All
right, no sweat. 1 John chapter 2. And you got the, it's like before you read that, you got the security announcements.
So I can't get to it on the other phone that I got.
Okay, no sweat. I'm gonna have to steal it from I'm gonna get my phone from my son real quick when we read them. But no sweat. Read that when you got it, Bob Kushah.
So like, is that 1 John chapter 2?
Yeah, come. 1 John chapter 2, starting at verse 3.
Okay, I got it. This is the book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 3.
All right.
And hereby we do know that we know him.
This is how we know the Lord. This is how we know that we know the Lord. Your Christian pastor say he know the Lord. He love the Lord. Deacon Johnson say he know the Lord. Bishop Nathaniel say he know the Lord. Had to slide that in real quick, True. These folks say that they know the Lord. But how do we know if they really know the Lord? Keep reading.
If we keep his commandments.
If we keep his commandments. Now, if your Christian pastor is eating baby back ribs and eating fried catfish on Sundays and eating the crab claws and the crab legs or whatever you want to call them, if you're eating all of them, you understand? If you're eating all of them, that means he don't know the Lord. He don't know the Lord because we're supposed to keep these commandments. Keep going, Baba Kushah.
Verse 4. He that said, I know him and keep not his commandments is a liar, and the truth is not in him.
The truth is not in him, man. The truth ain't in you if you say you love the Lord, but you don't even know the Lord. How you gonna say that out? You can't say that, man, because the truth is not in you. You understand?
All right.
Let's keep reading that last verse and we're gonna be done with
it. Verse 5. But whoso keepeth his word, and him verily is the love of God perfect. Hereby know we that we are in him.
That's right. That's how we know that the Lord knows us and we are in him, because we keep his word. You understand? We keep the Lord's words. And because we keep the Lord's word, the Lord is perfected of us. The love of God is perfected in us, man. So like the love of God is perfected in us, man, because we keep these words, man. Because we keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. If you don't believe us, challenge us and see where we at. Challenge us and see if we really keep these laws, statutes, and commandments or not. You understand? See if we really keeping the Passover, these high holy days. See if we keeping the feast of first fruits. You understand? Challenge us and see, man. Test the spirit and see. I invite you to do so. Test our spirit and see what we're standing on and see if we're real or not. And what you're going to see is that we are. We believe in what we say, and we stand on it with a ton of pressure. You understand? Hey, but with that, man, I don't have anything else, man. You got any questions, anything you want to say? Hey, Junior, let me see that.
So, like, so I just got a, precept I want to add to that, if I could. So.
Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 3, verse 4. And it says,
let me get over there with you. Get over there. 1 John chapter 3.
Come on, sir.
All right, go ahead.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever commits sins transgresses also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
That's right. That's right. What you want to say about that? What you want to say about that?
I'm just, just it goes back to, saying that the law is done away with. Right. But they're saying you don't want to sin. Every Christian want to talk about, we got to stop sinning
Right.
and don't even know what sin is. Sin is breaking God.
That's right. Damn right. That's the real sin right there. It's transgressing the law of God. That's real sin. Most High Christ. Get that brother a hand right there, man. Definitely, man. That right there is sin is transgressions of the law. And your Christian pastor don't even know that. He don't even understand that, man. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, let me get that real quick. John, read these security announcements real quick. It's a lot. Y'all bear with me. I'm gonna get these up real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right. I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna read it real quick. You gonna stand with me, Junior? All right, it's like so y'all can see me real quick. All right. These are the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is the commandment. Numbers 18 to 21, Malachi chapter 3, 8 through 10. Means a tenth in the Hebrew. Ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department of teacher. Priest fund, June. Hold on a second. Priest fund is a free will offering for a priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation, we got the hey, can you hear me, Trooper?
Come on.
I just froze. Hold on one second. You know what? We're gonna rock it out and then we're gonna stop it. Upcoming holy convocation, June 17th. We got to stop. We got the feast, the closing of the Feast of First Fruits coming up. If anybody wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, a scarf, almost exactly like what you see Trooper Morale wearing right now. And with that, we're gonna say Imadium, which means to stand, men of Israel, Imadium. Right here. Hey, stand next to me. All right, I'm gonna show you how to salute. All right. Imadium Shabbat. Put your hand behind your back like that. Put your hands behind your back. Imadium. Stand like that. Just like that. Like this. Put your hands in front. Right? There you go. Barak. Put your hand over your chest. There you go. YAHANNA, Yajmatah, hands down. Gonna give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imadium Shabbat. Do it like that. Put your hands on your back again. Imadium. Hands down. Hands down. Barak on your chest. Yahweh Shemar Yajmatah, class dismissed. Hey man, I'm gonna have to clip the screen from my phone.
All right, so Lord of Christ, everyone.
All right, so Lord Christ, we still live, so you gonna dip out. Yeah. Hold on, Joe. Let me take care of this real quick. Show no Christ.